legal practitioner Todimu Ige joins us live to contribute to this conversation. Thank you very much for being here. Legally speaking, what must Atiku establish in court to prove that President Tinubu's NYSC certificate was forged, and what burden of proof applies?
All right, thank you for having me. Now, what Atiku, the applicant, must prove to the courts is that the certificate presented by President Bola Tinubu was not issued by NYSC, and he must also establish the fact that the certificate presented by him was altered, falsified, altered. That he must establish that. And how would he do this? He has to also establish that the certificate issued by NYSC is significantly different from what was presented by President Bola Tinubu.
If the court finds that the certificate was indeed forged or that the information submitted was false, what could that mean for his eligibility to contest the 2027 election at this late hour?
Well, the truth of it is that Section 137 says that whoever presents a false certificate would not be qualified to contest in that election. And what that simply means is that if an allegation of forgery is successfully proven before the courts and the court declares that there was a forgery, what it means is that President Bola Tinubu will not be allowed to contest that election. It would be disqualified.
Given that the 2027 election is still, just a few months away, what are the possible legal outcomes of this suit? Will it be concluded in good time, in your view? And does it really have relevance at this time, considering that the president is the sitting president and has gone through this process before?
Well, three interesting issues have come up as a result of this action. Number one is that if the action succeeds, then it means that the president will be disqualified from contesting in the 2027 election. Number two is that if the action fails, it means that the president will be allowed to contest, and of course, I will put to rest the allegations of forgery that has come up. And you will know that is in the public domain that this is not the first time that he has been accused of falsifying either his NYSC certificate or university certificate. So this would put it to rest. Number three is that it's going to be it's going to be an action that the court will be able to interpret. And, it's going to be an interesting one by the outcome. And going by the Electoral Act of 2026 as well, it shows that we will now be able to see and establish that if a false certificate is presented, is it adequate? Is it enough to debar a candidate from contesting? So it's an interesting one, and it's good for our jurisprudence.
All right, we'll have to pause now. Thank you very much for speaking with us.